I was in a first semester long program, and I joined Sales Lab in the final semester. So that's when being an international student, or I should say that being a student when you're actually starting to job hunt, and that is the appropriate time. So I didn't actually look for job for the initial 3 semester because I knew like searching it in a final semester would be a better option. So like I was just working part time in the food industry, and then I took a break, focused on my capstone project, worked on Sales Lab, and that's when my actual professional job hunting started. So I was the vice president for public relations club in CSI at Conestoga. So Michael came in as the guest speaker in one of the sessions which I was attending at Students in Business Club, and he introduced Sales Lab, like what all you're going to study, what all you're going to learn, what it has to offer you as an immigrant, or what you can learn about the tech industry in the Canadian market. So I was like, okay, I have a technical background. I'm studying IT business analysis. Then let's just give it a shot. If it works, it's very well. If it doesn't, I have nothing to lose. It's just that I'm going to learn a lot from Michael. I knew that for sure. On the very first day, we were told how the structure of the lab would be. So it is quoted as Sales Lab, but it is more like a profession, or as more like a personal development platform for you, where you get to learn about yourself, and you just get to know yourself better. So for me, the expectation was that, yeah, it's a Sales Lab. They're going to teach us about cold calling and selling the business and bringing in the revenue for the company. But it was way, way, way beyond that. It was more focused on your on your personal horizons, like, okay, this is what you are, this is what you want, and this is the way you can achieve it. So that's what Sales Lab is for me. So when we were having the kickoff meeting for the Sales Lab, we were told that it was for a month-long session. So in the initial 2.5 or 3 months, I would say, we were given personal attention one-on-one, where every week we were given a tech company for which you're supposed to research what value propositions are, to what sort of market do they sell to, and then we used to practice cold calling inside, like in our group. And the second part, or I would say the final stage, when you have gathered all that understanding, was when there was industry mentorship. And from that, what I mean is that there were, senior executives, say VP of sales, VP of revenue, or you could also say, like, maybe the owner of the company. They used to come in for industry mentorship. They used to guide us, what the tech market is, what the common challenges are for a person who is at the role of a VP. And that's how you lay a common ground when you're actually looking for a job, if you want to be in that sector. So it just tells us, like, that not just immigrants, even the people who are born here and were grown up here, they have to go through the same struggle of building a career. So that was like really, really motivating for me, that I always think that you're from a different country, you might have to face some sort of challenges, because English not being my first language. So that was something really, really encouraging for me. I joined Sales Lab with the notion that, yeah, I'll be taught about sales a lot, and again, like how to generate revenue and how to just help correlate your goals with the company goals. But for me, the eye opener was like my coach Michael. He didn't lay focus on, okay, Prachi, this is your pitch should look like, or this is what you have to speak. He laid focus on showing me the mirror that, okay, Prachi, this is what a company is, this is what you are, and this is how you can use your skills to just talk to a person who is at the position of making a decision. So for me, that was an eye opener. And this is something which is not just confined to sales. This is like in my day-to-day life as well. I use it and I see the benefit for it.